Well, shockingly, I have been an entrepreneur since I was 12 years old. I started my first business when I was 12, and it was braiding hair. My family, we grew up kind of poor, actually really poor, and we were hungry, so I needed to figure out how I could help my mom, because I've always loved her, if I ever loved her. How I could help my mom, because I was hungry, my brother and my sister was hungry. So I said, you know what am I good at? What can I do? So I was watching a girl do hair, and I noticed how much my mom paid her. And I said, well shoot, if I could figure out how to braid hair, I can get paid too. And so that's how I started my first business. I had a pretty good round of clientele that I would have, but I realized early that braiding hair for me took too long. So I started another business, cleaning houses, and that was my second entrepreneurial business that I started. So for me, it was just a need to eat. So when I became a big girl, an adult, and I decided that entrepreneurship was what worked for me, the beginning stages were kind of rough. So I've been a rebel from a little girl. My mother would tell me go left, I went right. She said stand, I would sit. So I've been a rebel for a really, really long time, but I also have always loved working in corporate America. So I wanted to figure out, how can I marry my two loves? My love for corporate America, but my love for my freedom. So that was super rough in the beginning. I quit with, I had a plan, but not a real good one. So I quit my good job. I can't lie, but it was pretty good. I quit my good job, and I said, you know what, I'm going to figure it out. I'm pretty smart. I've always been super creative. So I created a plan that I knew would work, attached a monetization strategy, because I feel like many times we forget to do that. We're like, oh, I'm gonna go for my passion. You forget, but wait, how will it make money? Because you have to eat, and I have a daughter, so she has to eat. So in the beginning it was rough, and then it started to smooth out. Well, you know, honestly, I don't think that midpoints occur only one time in your life. I feel like because people are constantly evolving, you're constantly in a series of evolutions, that midpoints occur, you know, many times. So in one of my many midpoints, I'd say I felt blank, completely numb, wondering, you know, should I continue to bet on me? Can I really do what I desire to do? And again, I did the same thing that I've always done. I looked myself in the mirror to remind myself that you're possible and you're badass. This you can do. Yes, actually, I started once I became a big girl, I started my I want to say fourth business at the height of one of the most difficult times in my life. I was getting a divorce from my former husband. I had a very young child who is super high energy, and there were days where literally I wanted to just lay in my bed all day and all night. So for me, that was tough. But just like I said, understanding that there's more. You could do more, you could be more. What's in you is way more powerful than what's occurring around you. The only reason all of this is coming to combat you, because there's so much more for you on the other side of this. So that was the one thing that I held on to. Honestly, I knew I was made when I was interviewing at the Essence Festival on the stage of Verizon's activation. I'm a firm believer in putting things out into your universe that you want, so I only speak the things I want. It is very rare that I speak negatives. That's how you really know I'm going through something, but I only speak what I want. I don't introduce into my universe things that I don't want to exist. So a year ago, I was looking at Ayanla, and I said, you know, I'm going to interview her, and I'm also going to participate in an Essence Fest activation. I had no contacts for Essence. I had no contacts for Ayanla, and standing there on that stage, the opening day of Essence Fest, interviewing her, it's like, okay, Mommy, I made it, and this is just the beginning. Time to put in the real work.